And there the Mavericks earlier getting set to play. And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. One of the guys we're watching out for today, the former Florida Gator, Bradley Beal.
Yeah, he's a full-court man. What I mean by that is he has no problem just taking the ball coast to coast on the break, sometimes on his own, or, if he prefers finding an open wing runner. Either way, the ability to create easy points for his team.
And another thing that stands out about him, Steve, he has the ability to score even with defenders draped all over him. He's so strong around the goal.
This homestand ends here for the Mavericks as they get ready to hit the road. Last time they met was in Salt Lake City, Utah, where they fell to the Jazz. They'll be trying to turn things around and climb out of a hole down 2-zip in this season series.
Yeah, and you look at the stat sheet from that night, the turnovers were just glaring. No way you're going to give up the ball as many times as they did and still win.
Well, not unless you play an even tougher brand of defense and force even more turnovers on the other side. That's the only way you're really going to be able to counteract giving the ball to the opponent at your end.
So it's the Jazz now. It's a three-point game. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive performance by their opponent, but hey, they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. The game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have.
Jazz on D. Here's Doncic. And he's good on the free ball.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, Kevin, the head coach for the Jazz gave me just a couple of moments to catch up with them. Shoot first and ask questions later is a philosophy all players can get with, and one he instilled in his team today. With the shooters they've got, he wants any open look to immediately result in a jump shot. Players love it, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Always want to get those threes falling consistently.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right, because that's really the only way that you can force the defense to spread out and extend itself, and when that happens, then other opportunities are created.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And Beal kicks to Gobert. Pass to right. Johnson outside. Clock at 6. Shoots a fader. Gobert controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
He never gives up on a missed shot. He feels like every one is his, and that tip-in paid off for him.
Passes it to Mitchell. Dallas moving the ball around. It's stolen by Johnson. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Mitchell. Soda defended by Gobert. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Well, who's had the hot hand from the 2 position over the last 10 games? Highest field goal percentages right here on the 2K leaderboard. 5th is Bradley Beal.
Well, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable, very consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
I'd say it's beyond a safe option. It's a great option. The ISO play was made for these guys. All they need is just a little room to operate, and you can count it up. Buckets.
Buckets. I like that.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the pass to Soto. Soft touch off the glass. Well, it was the Dallas Mavericks winning their last game against the Los Angeles Lakers.
Tell you what, the fans certainly got their money's worth in that game. It was a battle and a really gritty win for that club, Clark.
Tell you what, Steve, they saved their best for last that day. A lot of toughness on display in that overtime.
So it's the Mavericks now. After the made shot from Wright. Pass to Hart. Here's Mitchell. Tipped. Wright outside. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
First miss of the game after 4 makes, so it's been a hot start.
Beal gets a screen from Gobert. Now here's Beal, defended by Mitchell. Right through the D for the layup.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Passes to Hart. Down low. Here's Soto. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 10.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions yet.
And that one's good.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Let's see how long they can keep it going. This is quite a start.
Now here's Wright. His last outing, he had 18 points. He kicks it to Beal. Johnson sets the screen for Beal. And it's blocked by Soto. Hart defended by Bogdanovich. No good from Hart. Jazz trailed by 8. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Johnson's got the ball. Here's Bogdanovich. The rebound by Mitchell. Dallas has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Buries the long-range jumper.
And that's what's built in this early lead. Deadly shooting from behind the arc.
Shots, and all of a sudden, you have no rhythm and you're self-inflicting wounds.
Here's Gobert. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis. Bogdanovich passes to Wright. 6 on the shot clock. To end the run. The shot's good from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his first basket of the night.
Boy, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Outside, Green. Robinson a screen on Beal. Harris with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Green, the pass to Soto. Launches it. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. The grind of the NBA season wears on, but what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. Let's take a look at Dallas. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, there's Utah, 4 games back.
Checking out Utah, they've surprised a few people this season. It was hard to tell what direction they go in, but no doubt they're on the right track.
Yeah, things are falling their way this season, Clark, and it's good to see. They made a few subtle changes to the roster over the summer, and most people didn't really think too much of it, but those moves have paid off. I mean, they're having a good season.
Now, Wright, after the missed 3 from Soto, feeds to Beal. Beal gets a screen from Bogdanovich. That 3 off the mark.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Here's Beal. Almost, but it rolls out.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Soto, the pass to Harris. No good on the triple. Jazz trailed by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kevin. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And Kevin, he's got such a great focus as a shooter. And he's a very frustrating player to guard because unless you actually block his shot, you are not going to get in his head and affect him.
And Steve, he's earned a nickname that's familiar to anybody that's followed basketball, the microwave. There's no slow build-up with him. All he needs is one shot to go down, and it can set him off, turn him into a real scoring machine. He cooks with gas, not electricity. Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
Green, the pass to Soto. Guarded by Porter. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Looking at the Mavericks over the last 10 games, Kevin, this is how they compare to the rest of the league. Tops in scoring, first in rebounding, and they're #1 in block shots. This is a team that doesn't allow easy shots in the lane.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. And this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
Johnson gets the bucket. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Dallas.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, I do too, and I think they're also getting some good looks in transition, doing a nice job of running the floor. In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
Jazz trail by 9. Here's Wright, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
The Jazz making a switch here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Mavericks leading by 7. Green gets to Robinson. Back to Green. The dish to Allen. Tries again, and Green gets it to go. Green's got his first points in this one.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Here's Tucker. Another miss by Utah.
Tell you what, he can be really frustrating as a shooter. All you can do is grimace because you just can't find the range.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. O'Neal's checked in for Wright. Jazz trail by 9. Here's Tucker. He dishes it to Thompson. And there's the feed to Powell. He passes to Tucker. Shot clock at 6. Kicks to Porter. Porter gets a screen from Powell. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 5 now.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Utah's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Tucker gets a screen from Thompson. Pulls up. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback. And now it's just a 4-point Dallas lead.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
No, that's the way you've got to go. If you have good position, you've got to get after it and go for that second chance opportunity. Even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open ones.
Porter outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. Robinson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Dishes to Allen. From the arc. Rebound, Utah. Here's Tucker. He feeds it to Porter. Nice ball movement by Utah. Off his leg, and it's whistled a kick. And the Jazz making a change here. Left to play here in the first. And the whistle blows as the basket counts in a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
The Jazz have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. And so it's Dallas with it. They lead by 4. Here's Porzingis. From outside, off the mark.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Here's Doncic. goes back up. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
So the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
The Mavericks have shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. Here's Tucker. We've got 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Thomas. He kicks it to Tucker. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
The tray. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Mavericks lead by 7. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
Wednesday, February 2nd, the Utah Jazz take on the Milwaukee Bucks. Be there.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
And that first quarter was all about pace, guys, because this club really got out into transition, and that's how they built this lead.
They like to play fast, and they're doing a nice job filling the lanes.
Jazz trail by 7. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Jazz, they've got O'Neal, and it's Thomas in at the 2. Teardrop shot.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
Well, you have to rebound to win, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
Like some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when he finishes with that kind of flourish.
Yeah, against a D that was already reeling a little bit. That was like a body blow.
Mavericks making a switch here. Here's O'Neal. Shot from the inbound. He lays it in. O'Neal's got his second basket of the night.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
To the middle. Utah with the rebound. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Some really good games going on. How about that Denver one? That's an interesting game.
That's a tough shot down there, but I love how he kept his eye on the rim and dropped it in.
The Jazz shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. Now the pass to Sotto. Launches a 3. O'Neal with the rebound.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Here's Tucker. Puts it up from 12. No good off the front iron.
And he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway.
The shot's good from Soto.
Something they'd like to see more of him more often, that's for sure.
And the Jazz call time here.
That's the best solution for them, but ultimately I think they'll be able to shoot themselves out of this slump. But in the meantime, maybe getting to the free throw line will help.
Gobert's checked in for Utah. Johnson comes in for O'Neal. Pass to Tucker. From past the arc. The Jazz with another miss.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those and this lead will be double digits.
Wow, he's got such a sweet three-point stroke. The way he can shoot it, forcing opposing bigs out on the perimeter, it can really open up the lane.
Thomas kicks to Johnson. From downtown, and that one's good. Johnson's got 5 now.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
No good from Soto.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, He seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc. I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
They get it again. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
You know, last game he turned in a really nice performance at the charity stripe.
Yeah, it really stands out when you look back at the numbers from that one.
The Jazz making a switch here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Jazz trail by 8. Beal dishes to Thomas. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Wide open. Offensive rebound, and the basket good.
You know, he's really adept at keeping possessions alive by hitting the boards.
Busts his behind to get back into the play and maybe come up with a block at the last second.
Mavericks leading by 6. The pass to Soto. Lets the three fly. Utah with the rebound.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Scooped up. Here's Johnson. Some solid defense right there from Hart. Dallas has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Here's Beal. Another shot, and Thomas with the nice bucket inside. And now just a 4-point Dallas lead.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Pass to Hart. Here's Mitchell, who's guarded by Johnson. The second chance effort. No good from Soto.
And this has not been a quarter for him to remember.
Yeah, it sure hasn't, Steve. I mean, he's been doing his invisible man impersonation here, hasn't he?
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to look at some of the players that are contributing in areas you might not expect. The top rebounding shooting guards of the past month. Bradley Beal is second.
You know, it's not easy to do what these players have done in that area, strictly because of positioning. Typically, as a two-guard, you're going to be on the perimeter a lot more often than you will be inside.
Yeah, but for all of these guys, you can point to their quickness as well as their superb instincts as to why they wound up on the list. I mean, you've got to have that nose for the basketball.
The shot's good from Soto.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Now here's Beal. Defense right on him. Here's Bogdanovich. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Dallas leading by 5. Here's Soto. He's guarded by Thomas. Mitchell passes to Soto. And another shot. The shot is off. Great D that time from Gobert. Johnson left side. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Another miss by Utah.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. And eventually, he's going to make you pay.
You got that right. I mean, he'll do it from three-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. He's got to do a better job defensively.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Sinks the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 6.
And the threes continue to go down at that end with almost nothing happening from deep at the other.
But the way to turn that around is defensively, by stopping their outside shot, not by getting into a shootout.
Second shot opportunity, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
The Jazz making a switch here. Mavericks leading by 5. Harris outside. Pass to Mitchell. Shoots the 3. The rebound by the Jazz. Wright's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Johnson outside. Sinks that one from the post. Johnson's got 7 points.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
The Mavericks shooting a measly 26% in the second quarter. Here's Mitchell. 6 points for him. Harris. Here's Porzingis. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And the first one drops. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And the free throws are starting to pile up a little bit here, more so than in the first quarter.
And that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Harris against Beal. Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Mitchell. They're running. Harris hammers it home. The counter shot the break.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Jazz trail by 7. Knocked away. Oh, trying for it. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. And the Mavericks making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Back to Johnson from 15 feet away. Up again. A rebound by Mitchell. Mavericks leading by 7. Porzingis defended by Gobert. And the 3 off target.
I like the defense, guys, really getting a hand up and challenging shots.
Yeah, Steve, lurking on that shot, and that was a tough one.
And Beal kicks to Johnson. There's the pass to Gobert. Cannot hit. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. The 3 from Johnson. Beal pulls it in. Beal's got 4 rebounds in this game. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And now we've got a moment to see how the Jazz are doing ranking-wise, Kevin. First in steals, first in three-point field goal percentage. And they're the number 2 field goal percentage team in the league. This is a team that has really grown in that area, taking good shots and knocking them down.
Yeah, Clark, this is a team that scares opponents because of that steals number that you talked about. They're so good at anticipating plays. They seem to have a good scheme defensively night in and night out. They know their roles. They make their rotations. They read the passing lanes, and they frequently get out there, make steals, and then get out in their transition game.
Johnson kicks to Gobert. Back to Johnson. And it's blocked. And now here comes Robinson leading the break. Johnson's shot is off. Jazz trail by 9. Pass break. Here come the Jazz. Off target at the rim.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. And they were right in his face.
Robinson misses. Utah's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Beal. Feeds it to Wright. The Mavericks pull it in.
And are they ever working inside? Good job on the glass.
Excellent job on the glass, Steve. I agree. I mean, they're battling in there. They're fighting, they're scrapping, they're clawing, and they're getting the job done.
6 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Mitchell's got 6 in the quarter.
Great outside shooting fueling this run. And coming back out fresh will give you a chance to pull together.
Porter's checked in for the Jazz. Here's Wright. 5 points in the game. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Wright's got 7.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over him.
Here's Mitchell. 9 points in the game so far. Harris passes to Sotto. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. 19 points in the game. Jazz trail by 12. And right, here we go. That's good. Mavericks shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Here's Mitchell, guarded by Wright. Mitchell kicks to Harris. Right side Robinson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And there's the 3-second violation. Let's see what the Dallas Mavericks have coming up. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. 1:41 left to play in the first half. Pass to Bogdanovich. And Utah again with the bucket. Here's Mitchell, averaging 16 points a game. The dish to Harris. Pass to Sotto. The shot will not go. Nice D from Gobert. Jazz trail by 8. We've got 1:08 left in the first half. And Bogdanovich kicks to Porter. It's rebounded by Dallas. Harris has got his 3rd rebound on the night. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
Yeah, you know that Toronto game has a lot of attention on it. He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. And just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Well, that's 3 of the last 5 makes, having been behind the 3-point line. So, got to make some adjustments defensively.
Right for 3. The rebound by Johnson. Dallas leading by 11. The pass to Sotto. From deep 3-point range, another 3 for Dallas.
Boy, they've looked good in the open floor today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, they've been doing the right thing, Steve. Anytime they've had numbers, they've gone straight up court with it right away. Boom.
Now, here's Porter. Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's the 3. And that does it for the first half of play. The Mavericks on top, leading by 14. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And it's halftime on 2K Sports. Keep it right here as we break down the first half. Out in Dallas, the Mavericks are ahead against the Jazz. And look at all those rejections, erasing easy looks, just making it hard around the rim. And for the Jazz, they've been struggling a bit. They've been getting roundly outplayed up to this point, and they'll need a bounce-back effort to make up for it in the second half. Bradley Beal hasn't made much of an impact so far. It hasn't been pretty. He's only got 1 make from the field. And to look at the games being played right now. Los Angeles trailing New Orleans out in New Orleans. A pair of buckets keep them back in the second quarter. And another one also in progress. The Houston Rockets in front against the Cavaliers out at Quicken Loans Arena. About midway through the third out there. And now, here's what's going on in the rest of the NBA. The Clippers out in Los Angeles will go up against the Kings. Some Western Conference action in that one. That game gets going at 11 Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. And that'll wrap things up for me here in the studio. Second half is just around the corner. Thanks so much for stopping by.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
After like what we're seeing from Sotto.
Boy, you wonder how long he can continue to shoot the 3-ball as well as he has to this point. He's been lights out.
Steve, you know that as well as anyone, being the shooter you were. Sometimes you have those nights where the bucket looks 3 feet wide.
And Beal kicks to Bogdanovich. Beal, he dishes it to Wright. Johnson outside. There's the feed to Beal. For the 3. Can't get it to go.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. And that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
And for Utah, and it's Wright in at the point guard. And for Dallas, takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Beal. Nice D for Mitchell.
That's not how you want to kick off the second half, with 3 straight misses.
And for Utah, Bogdanovich out there with Johnson. Then there's Bradley Beal, and it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. Jazz trail by 14, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
A lot of noise coming from these fans. Pretty unhappy with that call.
Well, you know, we've got a lot of amateur officials in the crowd, and not one of them liked it.
Passes it to Hart. Here's Soto. It's rebounded by Gobert. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Looking to get back on track here. Gobert, the second chance points on the tip in. Gobert's got 13.
You gotta love his position near the hoop, anticipating the play and getting the putback.
They set the pick. Inside. Here's Soto. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action.
4 straight misses. They've got to find a way to get back on track.
Beal, the pass to Gobert. Kicks it to right. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Three from the inbound.
Something needs to change for them here. I mean, starting the half 0 for 5, that's not going to get it done.
Vicious to Beal. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket. It takes a lot of skill and agility to lay it in with the defense right on you. That's a terrific finish.
The Mavericks shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. That's good from Soto. Here's Wright. He's got 9. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. He feeds it to Johnson. Back to Wright. Beal. Second chance shot, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Jazz have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And their success rate from the stripe this season about 77%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
And there's the pass to Soto. Lays it up and banks it in. 32 points in the game.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number 1, they're ahead.
And the Jazz call time here. Time to show you the list of the top rookie shot blockers over the course of the last month. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Gobert off the pick from Johnson. And Bogdanovich kicks to Johnson. He got right to the cup using that screen. Johnson's got 9.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Doncic guarded by Wright. Here's Soto. The shot no good. Some solid D from Gobert. Here's Wright. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. He's got 11. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. To the inside. Here's Soto. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Beal. No good. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
Nothing's going right for him right now. He's kind of lost it here in the quarter.
Some solid defense from Wright. Jazz trail by 8. And Beal kicks to Wright. Makes the lead pass. Johnson. Second shot opportunity. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Well, not the best statistic for him. I mean, his performance at the line, of course, very low numbers.
Guys, I think free throw shooting, and Steve, you can speak to this, is all about rhythm and confidence and He hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
He kicks to Beal. Right outside. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Wright's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Level, they won't miss often if you keep giving up looks inside, and they're paying for that right now. Good timeout here.
Harris with it. Now Wright defending. Harris passes to Mitchell. To the paint. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Now a chance, Kevin, to take a look at how the Jazz fared over the last month. Second in field goal percentage. Seventh in steals. And they're a top 10 team in three-point shooting.
Now let's talk about the shooting for a second, Clark, because you look at that number. That's impressive. And that's a direct result of having a game plan every night, being well coached, disciplined, and really working hard and being unselfish in order to get good shots. I'm sure that's a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in the first half.
Outside, Green. Pass to Soto. Shot to end this cold run. Great D that time from Gobert.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
For the lead, and Beal gets to Wright. Pass to Beal. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. They now have 9 unanswered. Dallas is... Harris outside. He passes to Mitchell. Soto defended by Gobert. Here's Soto. What a terrific move that was. He's got 34. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Johnson sends the screen for Wright. Kicks it out to Johnson. Utah gets it back. Gobert. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Robinson with it. Now guarded by Powell. Green left side. Dallas moving it around. Here's Soto. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Boy, he just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
And the Jazz making a change here. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Mavericks.
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Here's Tucker. Here's Gobert. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Gobert's got 9 points here in the second half. The Mavericks leading. Harris outside. Feeds to Green. Passes it to Soto. Harris outside. 5 to shoot.
Boy, it's been a tough go in terms of fouls for him. I mean, my goodness, he can't stay out of the way of foul.
The Mavericks have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Yeah, they've just been an ordinary team in terms of free throw shooting this year, guys. About 75%.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Look at the free throw percentage. Unblemished since halftime, Clark. That's pretty nice.
I'd go farther than that, Steve. How about perfect?
Tucker. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Utah Jazz. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And he's got his first free throw of the game. The first one falls. And the Mavericks making a change here. Both free throws good from Tucker. Dallas is... There's the screen to the middle. It's tipped. Down low. Here's Porzingis. Rebound, Utah. Here's Tucker. And it's blocked by Hart. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. And Utah making a change here. White's checked in. stolen away. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Green with the ball. Now right defender. Here's Doncic. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 11.
Very confusing defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that three.
The dish to O'Neal. That one off the back iron and out. Mavericks leading by 4. From outside the arc, another three for Dallas.
Well, I tell you what, getting out in transition has really been a big part of this run they're on now.
Well, that's the best way to score in bunches. Just run and drop a bucket in before the team can set up its defense.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. O'Neal's got 7 points in the game.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Outside, Green. There's the pick. The pass to Hart. Lets it go from deep. Gets the bucket.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
White, that's a two-pointer. The shot is off. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Fires the three. Great D that time from Thompson. Jazz trailed by 8. Here's O'Neal. Rejected by Lawrence. Tries again. Tries yet again. Those shots good from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 7 points in the game.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside. Got to make a defensive adjustment here because he's just destroying them from three-point range.
Well, even when they've closed out on him, Steve, he's knocking them back.
Here's White. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. 15 points in the game.
One thing they have to improve on is their ball security.
They've been lucky. They've had a lot of turnovers, but some of those mistakes just haven't come back to haunt them. But that could change in a hurry.
He dishes it to Beal. Gets a hand on it. It's good on the putback. And now just a 5-point Dallas lead.
That's exactly what happens when you give up offensive rebounds. They come back to bite you big.
Yeah, you can't give NBA teams second and third opportunities. They're too good. These guys are going to score.
Harris gets the screen from Lawrence. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 12.
It's 12 straight points coming off three-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? I mean, they're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest, make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks.
Johnson dishes to Wright. Clock at 6. Shot from the top of the key. A putback. Mavericks leading by 8. Here's Porzingis. No good on the three.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
That free throw good from Thompson.
100% free throw shooting this half, guys.
Efficiency is so crucial when you're trying to overcome a deficit, Steve.
Gobert, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Robinson misses. Jazz trailed by 7. The feed to Wright. 44 seconds left to play in the third. Thompson with the bucket.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
Harris kicks to Mitchell. Takes the three. They grab their own miss. A second chance effort. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. For Dallas, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. First one falls for him. And the Jazz making a change here. And so he hits both. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Beal with it. Picked up by Harris. White. That's a 2-pointer. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Been a rough shooting night for him, but I don't mind that shot. He had a good look at it.
Harris outside. Fires the three. No good on the buzzer beater. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Mavericks lead by 7. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center.
Next Wednesday, February 2nd, the Los Angeles Lakers go up against the Chicago Bulls, live from Chicago. Do not miss it.
Mavericks leading by 7. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Sotto. Defended by Gobert. Yes! And the foul. Gobert. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. The Jazz making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Jazz trail by 10. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. We've got Bogdanovich. Also Johnson out there. And it's Wright in at the 1 spot.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
Sotto, defended by Bogdanovich. No good from Sotto. Now Johnson. Up the floor. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Passes it to Hart. Some nice passing here by Dallas. No good from Sotto. Jazz trail by 6. Kicks it to Wright. All sorts of time. No good.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
For Utah, they've gone 2 or 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Oh, and the dunk by Beal. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 11 rebounds. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over there.
You know what, Kevin? Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Here's Mitchell, defended by Beal. Here's Sotto. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. He's got 44.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him. And he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
And it's Wright missing.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk. But later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
Dishes it to Beal. The 3-ball. Gets it to go. Beal's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
The pass to Sotto. It's rebounded by Powell.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Mavericks leading by 4. Pass to Sotto. There's the 3. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
Well, he recognized the advantage size-wise, and he went right at the defender. That's how you do it.
And Beal kicks to Johnson from deep. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that's special because he lives for the big moments. Fearless. I mean, he will take any big shot down the stretch. He wants the ball in his hands.
I also think he might have played a little football, Steve, because he's excellent at intercepting passes. I mean, that seems to be his calling card defensively. You look at the game so far for Wright. He has 15 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
Now, he's a maestro, Clark. I mean, the conductor of this offense, putting on a fantastic performance.
Green is checked in for Mitchell. He hits the second from the line.
Being down 2 points instead of 1, thanks to the free throw miss, makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Passes to Hart. Gives him the lead pass. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws.
He's having a great game at the free throw line, Kevin. His hot streak continues.
There's the steal. The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Here's Powell. He passes to Bogdanovich. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Mavericks leading by 6. And the pass to Soto. And good on the basket. Book it.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Beal with it. Now Green defending. Beal's shot is good.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been delivering here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he's zoned in now. I mean, 6 of 6 in the quarter and looking for more.
Green, the pass to Soto. Powell's there. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
Now, a severe lack of awareness on his part. He had no idea he was near the out-of-bounds line.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Utah. Here's Wright. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Green's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
The shot's good from Soto.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
There's Beal with the 3. Count the bucket. Beal's got 21.
Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts, and the complexion of the game as a result may change.
Doncic, guarded by Wright. Here's Soto. It's rebounded by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 6 rebounds in the game.
He just picked up his 4th personal foul, and now he's got some foul trouble hanging over his head, guys.
Here's Wright. Looking to end his cold spell. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
They've gotten some good second chances here in the second half. And that kind of extra effort will go a long way into cutting into this deficit.
Both shots good from the stripe. Mavericks leading by 3. Doncic, defended by Beal. Inside, here's Soto, stolen by Thompson. That one is off. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Mavericks have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. No good from Soto. Jazz trail by 3. Here's Beal. The putback, and Thompson throws it down.
Now that's no run-of-the-mill putback there.
Well, the rebound and then the dunk, one on top of the other.
The 1-2 punch, gotta love it.
Here's Soto, and no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Utah's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. That gives them the lead. And that's 23 points here for Beal.
He was not at all satisfied with their effort level, saying, we're losing the hustle plays and all the 50-50 balls. We simply can't win that way. We've got to get after it. Let's see how they respond, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. The 3 from Johnson. Utah with the rebound. Johnson outside. Beal. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Johnson dishes to Robinson. Shoots it up. No luck. Some solid defense from Johnson. And here's Utah. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2-1 goal. They recover it. And it's good.
One of the big stories is second chance point. They've just been terrific here in the second half in that area.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And the basket by Harris.
Now they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
Now Beal. Pass to Bogdanovich. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Soto. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Now, Wright. It's Beal on the wing. Goes back up. Porter. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. The offensive rebound. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
That free throw good from Soto. Both free throws good from Soto.
Well, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunity.
Right outside. The 3 from Johnson. Gets it to go. Johnson's got 22 points.
That's his 2nd three-pointer of the half and his 3rd overall.
Allen with it. Passes it to Soto. Kicks it out to Allen. Dallas moving it around. Here's Harris. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Harris has got 6 points in the quarter. There is just no way, Clark, to tell who is going to pull this one out.
You know what, Kevin? I think looking at this game, it may very well come down to one crucial key play.
Yeah, 6 lead changes so far. So which team can come up with that big play you're talking about, Clark? That's going to be interesting.
And Porter drops them both. Dallas has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Allen kicks to Johnson. He feeds it to Harris. Back to Johnson. Pass to Allen. Rolls the dish to Johnson. Harris outside. 6 on the shot clock. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. .144 left in the 4th. Johnson against Johnson. Here's Bogdanovich. It's good from long range.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Here's Doncic. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Beal gets to right. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Long range from the inbound. Here's Beal. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Looking at the game Bill has been having, he's got 13 rebounds and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
I'll tell you what, he should not hesitate to keep firing from out there because he's got the touch tonight. And that one miss could hurt them. I mean, there's a big difference between being up 1 and being up 2.
I think Clark and Steve, we can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Well, 8 lead changes would have you thinking that would be the case.
Yeah, both teams really competing, neither side giving any ground. This should be a fun finish. I agree with you, Kev.
White to pass to Bogdanovich. They get the rebound. Beal, that's for 2. It's good. This game is all even.
Ooh, a pressure basket right there.
Now that's coming through in the clutch.
Back to Harris. On the wing, Johnson. Harris outside. Nails the triple. It's Beal on the wing, guarded by Harris. And right, here we go. Bogdanovich. Here's Porter. Nails it. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Boy, he quieted the crowd with that big shot. That's a big play.
Yeah, the crowd's been hoping for something to cheer for, but nothing. Smart foul there. You got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
And the free throws make things a lot more simple for them. Now you just have to guard against the three-pointer.
There's the pass to Sotto. Yes!
And every point they get now puts them one step closer to the W.
If they're not there already, Steve, just a tremendous all-around game of basketball they played.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game.